So with all the drama that happens during a season of what, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, or now the spin-off, Bachelor in Paradise, you better believe everybody's going to need a drink or two or three.
We may need to after this interview too, right? And who knows? Anything better what's going on with Bachelor in Paradise than bartender Wells Adams. He's back this season, and not only is the bartender, but the master of all the rose ceremonies. He's all the fan favorites from Bachelor Nation return for a second, third chance at love. I keep giving chances. And he's joining us now to dish on more of the dirty drama that's coming up this season. Well, Wells, many of us are familiar with The Bachelor and Bachelorette, but for those that are not familiar, what is The Bachelor in Paradise?
It's a dumpster fire on a beautiful beach, I suppose. Basically, it's the island of misfit toys. Everyone who got dumped on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette get a second shot at finding love. But we just do it in Mexico, where we're at 300% humidity and no air conditioning. And during the rainy season, while a crab infestation is happening all around us. So, yeah, it's interesting.
So what's the goal? Normally, you know, you've got a bachelor or bachelorette trying to find a mate, I guess, for lack of a better word. But here you've got so many people. Are we just trying to pair everybody up, or what's the goal, I guess?
Well, the goal for all the shows is for people to find love. And if you're not familiar with Paradise, it actually has kind of like the best success rate of the three shows, because I think it's kind of a more natural way to date. I always call it adult camp. It's just a bunch of really good looking people running around on a beach trying to find love. And it sounds crazy, but more often than not, it works. A lot of people have gotten engaged because of the show. A lot of people have gotten married because of the show. A lot of babies have been born because of this crazy experiment that we've tried out. So, yeah, it works. And I mean, of course, we want like a little bit of drama along the way, but we want people to be engaged at the end of the thing.
You always have great celebrities that pop up each season. Tell us about some of the celebrity guests that you have this season.
Well, we had David Spade first, and that was fun because I'm a huge Spade fan, growing up on all of his movies and watching SNL back in the day. We also had Lance Bass come on, and who doesn't love anyone who's a child of the late 90s and early 2000s and loved boy bands knows who Lance Bass is, and that was a lot of fun. This week we have Titus Burgess come on, who's from Unshakable Kimmy Schmidt, yes, which is a really great show, and he was a wonderful person to get to know. Next week we've got another great host, and then I think at the end the biggest celebrity of them all shows up. It's me. I think they ran out of money, and so then I have to host the last week.
Well, that's a good question, because normally we hear just the title show host, but you're the bartender and master of all rose ceremonies. How does that play into the show?
Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none, I think is really what my title should be, because I'm a passable bartender. I'm an okay therapist and shoulder to cry on, and it's actually quite easy. The easiest job is to host the rose ceremonies. All I got to do is yell out people's names, tell them like, hey, go find love. And then say at the end, say, hey, if you didn't get a rose, you got to get the heck out of here. But it's been fun this year, adding jobs to my resume. And, I've really enjoyed it, to be honest with you.
All right, Wells, we certainly appreciate you. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll remind everyone that you can catch Wells Adams and all Bachelor Nation favorites on Bachelor in Paradise. That it's Mondays and Tuesdays at 8 on ABC.